Hello friends, welcome to our video tutorial channel Abound Notes. Now we are going to study Geography NCERT Class 7 Chapter 3 Our Changing Earth. In this chapter, we are going to cover majorly two topics. First, lithospheric plate. Second, evolution of a landform. Under the evolution of landform, there are two types. One, endogenic force. Second one, exogenic force. In this topic, we are going to cover endogenic force only. For exogenic force, we will record second part. Let's start this chapter. We will start with the activity column. So, in activity, take some colored paper palette and put it in the beaker, which is half filled with water. Place the beaker on the tripod stand and heat it. As you already know what is a tripod and beaker, which is there in your laboratory, you have to use those equipment. As the water warms up, you will observe that the paper palette is moving upward along with the warm layer of water. Then the sink back along with the cooler. So this is the beaker. We will take it, and after heating the water inside the beaker, we can see the paper palette movement in this circular way, on this way. Okay, so this is the movement of a paper palette in the water. The sink back along with the cooler layer of water. The molten magma inside the earth moves in the similar manner. So we did this activity to get to know how this particular molten magma is moving inside the earth. Okay, friends, lithosphere, which is the crust, is broken into number of plates known as a lithospheric plate. So this is one plate, this is another plate, the plate number 1 and plate number 2. We will be surprised to know that these plates move around very slowly. So the movement of these two plates are in the two way. One is a horizontal one and one is a vertical. So this arrow shows the vertical movement and horizontal movement in this way. Okay, so they rub each other or they compress each other. The vertical movement shows the compression and horizontal movement shows the eruption or ruption. Okay, the reason of movement of this plate is just because the movement of molten magma inside the earth. The molten magma inside the earth is moving in circular manner, as we already see in the activity. The movement of this plate changes on the surface of the earth, on the crust or lithosphere. The earth movement are divided on the basis of the force which cause them. The force which act in the interior of the earth is called as a endogenic force, and the force that work on the surface of the earth is called as a exogenic force. So friends, here the word let's study the word endogenous. Okay, endo is inside and genus is origin, while exo is outside and genus is origin. So this force is get access inside the earth and this is on the surface of the earth, right? Study evolution of landform, figure number 3.1. Earth movement. As we have already studied, the movement is taken place with forces, endogenic force and exogenic force. Endogenic means inside the earth, exogenic outside the earth. Okay, so endogenic force has two types. One is a sudden force and another one is a diastrophic force. Sudden force means what? The force is get applied suddenly. Imagine you are writing something in your book and your friend applied a force on your hand suddenly. In that case, you get the same way due to sudden movement in the earth, earthquake, volcano and landslide form. While a diastrophic force is the process of deformation of earth crust which involves folding and faulting, and due to that the building of mountain taken place. So in the diastrophic forces, this is considered as one landmass, this is another one, This is called as a horizontal force. Okay, we already studied in the crust. In case of a vertical force, the force is applied in a vertical way, and this landmass is get compressed, leads to the formation of the folds on the surface. Likewise, mountains are get formed. Now look into glossary, which shows the lithospheric plate. The earth crust consists of several large and small ridges which are irregular in shape and slab having carrying the continent and ocean floor. The endogenic force sometimes produce sudden movement. We saw it, and other time it have a slow movement of the crust. This also we saw. The sudden movement like earthquake, volcano cause mass destruction on the earth's surface. Now let's study volcano. Volcano is a vent opening in the earth crust through which molten material erupts suddenly. So look into the figure of volcano. Here you can see it's kind of mountain structure, okay, where on the top you can see crater. Crater is nothing but the opening of the vent or the volcano. It is large size through which a gases and ash comes out. Vent is nothing but from which this magma comes out, okay, and once this magma comes out, this magma is called as a lava. The difference between magma and lava, it is same material, but when it comes out you can call it as a lava, okay. Magma inside the earth crust, and when it comes out it is called as a lava. So you can see crust and mantle. Friends, before reading about the earthquake, let's do some activity. Take a container, fill it with water and close it with a lid. Put the water to boil. Now put some peas, spoon and bits on the top of the lid. What you notice, as the water boils, the lid begins to shake. The things which you have put on the lid also vibrate. The beads roll down and the spoon vibrate to make a sound. In the same manner, the earth vibrates when an earthquake occurs. Okay, you got it the point actually. So let's study the figure first and then we'll read the text. Here the origin of the earth is shown. The focus is where the earthquake occurs. It is the origin of a seismic energy. Earthquake is nothing but a seismic energy. Here we see the plate in a triangular shape, and this one is in a bigger triangle and smaller triangle. The movement of the smaller triangle is tell me now, it's horizontal or vertical? It's horizontal movement, okay. And the focus is below the crust. It is somewhere in the mantle or between the mantle and. Friends, lithosphere plate moves, the surface of earth vibrate. The vibration can travel all around the earth, like this circular mentioned here. The vibrations are in circular way. These vibrations are called as an earthquake, okay. The place in the crust where the movement start, it's called as a focus. We saw focus here. The place on the surface above the focus is called as a epicenter. The travel of a seismic wave from the focus to the surface above it, it is the where it reaches, it is called as a epicenter. The vibration travel outwards from the epicenter as a wave, the circular wave, okay, and greatest damage is usually closest to the epicenter. Vibration travel outward from the epicenter as a waves. The greatest damage is actually closest to the epicenter, and the strength of the earthquake decrease away from the center, okay. This focus is get shifted to epicenter, and from epicenter the rings are get formed, and this earthquake is started moving outside. Hence the damage is get reduced as this wave is get away from the epicenter. Do you know there are three type of earthquake waves? P waves are called as a longitudinal wave, S wave called as a transfer wave, and L wave called as a surface wave. Try to find out the properties of these waves from the encyclopedia and comment those in comment box. After finishing the reading of this case study, you have to arrange the events in the right sequence of their happening. And imagine if earthquake suddenly shook in the middle of the school day. Where would you go for the safety? Let's study where to take shelter during the earthquake. Safe spot under the kitchen counter, table or desk, against an inside corner or wall. Stay away from fireplaces, area around chimney, window and that shutter include mirror and a picture frame. That is, stay away from glasses. Be prepared. Spread awareness amongst your friend and family member. Face any disaster conformity. Now let's study the do you know box. Here, a earthquake is a measure with a machine called as a seismograph. The magnitude of the earthquake is a measure on Richter scale. So the Richter scale is the scale of a measurement of an earthquake. Like we measure our height in centimeter, the weight in kilogram. In the same way, earthquake is get measured in Richter scale. An earthquake of 2.0 or less can be felt only a little. An earthquake over 5.0 can cause damage from things falling. A 6.0 or higher magnitude is considered very strong, and 7 is classified as a major earthquake. Okay, so this Bhuj incidence, the Richter scale show or calculated measure of 6.9 Richter. It is very huge earthquake. So likewise, please comment the earthquake which happened already and mention the date in comment. Here we finish the third chapter part 1. I hope you have enjoyed the lecture. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel about notes. There is a one good news for you. Here in our channel we started the history lectures for you guys of standard 7. Please go through it. Thank you.